Yo, what's going on, guys? Gonna be showing you how to consistently carry on Volibear in the jungle. Lots of people are sleeping on him because they don't understand his power spikes and how to build him properly. For your best runes, take Prestige Attack, Triumph, Tenacity with Last Stand, Celerity, Water Walking, Attack Speed 80, and Armor. For your best build, you don't want to build too traditionally tanky because 80 carries are overtuned, bot lane is overtuned, and you will be shredded to death once they have about 3 items. So around the 20 to 35 minute mark, you'll find you're falling off pretty hard. But don't worry, Volibear's early game is probably the strongest early game jungler in the game. You can do leashless full clears that finish around 314, and you'll be basically full HP without potions. So Volibear's got a lot of stuff going for him between his full clear, his ganks, his level 6 ganks, and his solo potential that you can make it work. For your items, you want to go for Lucid's Rush. It helps out with your clears, your ganks, getting around the map. Then you're going to go Iceborne into Sterix. Sterix is a little bit of an unusual item, but it's really strong for the gold price, lots of health, AD as well. And the shield keeps you alive and gives you a big surprise factor. After Sterix, if you want to go for Zhonya's, Zhonya's is insane on Volibear because it just makes you super tanky, hard to kill. It gives you damage as well because Volibear has AP scaling on his passive E and R. I am personally a big fan of Zhonya's here. We used our second E a little late. I was deciding whether or not I wanted to use it on this one. I think Volibear does clear a little bit faster starting on blue buff rather than red buff, but it's fine. We'll make this work. Down it goes. Auto attack into W. You want to try to be inside your E's when they go off. It's not a huge deal though, just because you do farm so healthy. Marking a target with your W makes your next W against it do even more damage and heal you. I'm getting creep blocked here super hard. Finish him off with our W auto attack, and you do want to try to keep your passive up as much as you can. We're just using our Q to get over here, get our E down, put it on cooldown. Auto attack W. It's more ideal to get a leash from your bot side, but this game I don't really want to gank for Yorick against a Cassante. So instead, pathing bot is a lot better. Volibear's invades are strong, but his ganks are better than his invades, honestly. He's not the hardest champion in the world to get away from in a solo situation. Like, Nocturne would just fear me and run away. Even if I had to drop on him, unless he was already low HP, we don't have a consistent way to truly finish him off. Auto attack into Q. So yeah, off red side, it is a little bit slower. We're not going to be able to do quite as fast as I would have liked. Still, we're able to do a 315 off of red side. Off of blue side, it's a bit quicker. Alright, Zai gets the kill. There's nothing for us left now since the bot gank's not going to pan out. I could do something mid though, full HP. We want to max Q first for the movement speed. Come up behind the Ahri. She already seems to know we're here. She already knew. She's moving away immediately. It makes me think it was warded. And it wasn't. That's weird. She's just playing defensive against Katarina. Weird. Auto attack Q, auto attack W. Your Q is a great tool for landing your E on targets that try to get out of it, such as scuttles and champions. She's still playing pretty defensive. We might just have to look for a reset here. Hey, Nocturne, auto attack W reset. Down he goes. I get my slow on the Ahri. I'm on Ghost as well. Auto attack W reset. Oh, come on. There it is. There it is. Very nice. Your first gank may not always pan out, but don't be in a too big of a hurry to reset because they will pan out eventually. So you basically have 2 ganks worth of time. Full clear, gank scuttle, gank reset, which is exactly what we're going to do now. We could continue the full clear. I could run up to Krugs right now, Raps, but I'm a little bit far away. Plus, we can get Lucids, which is huge. Huge for landing our stun. We'll pick up Lucids, pick up a Sheen. I wouldn't recommend necessarily buying early armor on the Iceborne on your early backs because it doesn't help that much. It doesn't help you in your clears. The Sheen and Kindling Gem both help you clear faster and give you more damage for ganks, which is what we really want. Your Q doesn't make you that fast unless you're moving towards enemy champions. So for just moving around the map, it's not that useful. But it's still something you're going to be using it for. Just keep in mind. When you're wondering, wait, I'm not even that fast. That's why. Because you're not moving towards an enemy champion when you're just running around. Katarina's in a weird spot there. There's really not a single jungler that counters a Volibear in the early game. It's more about in the later game. Super mobile champions who can kind of go in, get out like an Echo or Evelynn are extremely frustrating because they can basically one-shot you and get away without you being able to do anything. In the early game though, first 5 levels, level 6 to kind of level 11. There's nothing you have to worry about too much. Even champions that can cancel your Q, it's actually bad for them if they do that because your Q goes on a 0-second cooldown if they cancel it. You can use it immediately. So you'll get even more value out of the speed up and they'll waste their CC. Auto attack W reset. It's nothing for us to your bot side. Looks like they are on Dragon. He predicted that there. I have to R away. Pyke's gonna have his hook here. Zai gets hooked. I mean, she kind of overplayed it there. These guys are playing so crazy aggressive. I get the shield. I had to step forward or I was gonna die because of the Ahri. I had nowhere else to go. Zai just got a little bit too aggressive there. I don't think she was paying attention to the Pyke. She tunneled hard on the Ashe. Now the cat is tunneling a bit. I will play for this dragon. Go back, get my Kindling Gem, go for my red buff. Around level 6 is when you want to pick up oracles as really any jungler right now, because that's around the time you're going to start to consistently look to take dragons. Because you have some items, you have your R, so you're not delaying your level 6 ultimate power spike. I've been looking for the dragon. Oracles is a long cooldown. Early game Warding Totem is a short cooldown with how they changed things up within the last couple of patches. That's why the meta kind of swapped to this late oracles purchase. It's slowed down the jungle meta to be more full clear heavy, more full clear intensive than gank spam. The only jungler who can break that mold is Jarvan. A, because he can still full clear if he wants to, and B, his ganks are just that good with how much he's been buffed. But Jarvan is about to be nerfed though, so he's the only gank jungler right now who's currently top 10 jungle champion. Kasante is low, so I'll look for the game. We've got the oracles. York's literally going to scare him away right as I'm coming up here. Get the E, stun the side of the E. EQ, auto W reset. We're already up here, so we might as well push it. I don't know why York's just watching me. Maybe he's nervous about the Nocturne. He really should be nervous about the Nocturne. I'm not going to stay and help him. He's almost dead. Nocturne's going to kill him, and it's going to... Okay, you're not level 6. But he is now. You should R to my teammate to get away. I'm going to go through his fear, disable the turret, down he goes. R disables turret, does damage, and is a slow. And it also goes through all hard CC. So if you're about to get CC'd, you can use your R and essentially go through it. You'll still soak the damage, but hey, going through CC is a pretty cool feature. Having abilities that give you quote-unquote outplay potential and zero counter outplay potential is pretty big. So no matter how you cut it, if they go to CC you and you use your R properly, they can't CC you. So it's a very good ability. You can play Volibear full AD, you can play him full AP. As a jungler, it's safest to not do that though. It's extremely volatile to play him that way, very hit or miss, but it is fun. Look for Dragon now. I figured they would have taken it since I lingered so long topside, but I guess since I was messing with the Nocturne, they weren't really able to. Yeah, he's bot side. He sees a little cloud there. This little poop cloud. Is this warded? If it's not, he's going to walk into me. Max W second, E last. Oh, he's going to walk into me, right? Okay. He has tier 1 boots. We run him down. E smite. Get him inside of our E. He's got nowhere to go. I'm going to wait for my E. Oh, good juke by him, but it's not enough. I should have put my E more on top of him instead of so far out in front. That was my bad there. You always place it to where they're basically in the center of it. Like this, and then you can stun them inside. That was still a bad E though. It was too far out in front, but it worked because it's a scuttle. Ashe Lux out of position, so down she goes. I do have my R. They're about to ward this. I got the stun off. Wait, is my teammate gonna watch me die? That is so cool. That was really neat. Hopefully Zaya can win this fight, but she's gonna have to auto attack to do it. She's trying to play around her R. She eats 6 autos for free. Very cool. Who would have guessed she would lose that fight without using any auto attacks? I myself would not have guessed that. We got our Iceborne Gauntlets now. Definitely gonna have to worry about the Pyke and Ashe. It's very clear that they're heavy outclassing. Through the duration of the game, you can kind of figure out who on your team you should be playing around. So far, I don't think we have a very clear image of who we should be playing around on our team. Perhaps the Katarina, but our bot lane, honestly, no. Nice. That's really good that she got something there before she died. York's about to die. I could go top and pick up a quick kill. They did get Dragon. It sucks. And I lost my shutdown gold too. And went to Ashe as well, which is like the worst person for it to go to. Drop my E. Auto QW. He's gonna heal it all off because Pyke's balanced, but still. I got a ghost for this to get here. He's being greedy. Want to get inside of our E. There he goes. I'm on ghost extensions here as well. Yeah, what does Pyke think he's gonna do? I'm gonna smite Nocturne to slow him down. That was really bad. I didn't even get off my E there. Good thing I have Katarina here though. No more turret. And Pyke should be over here, right? Yeah, I got him with the smite. W. Down he goes. Big, 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 big. Got the shutdown as well. Now we just need some objectives. Objectives are kind of key. Ashe is out trading them. More HP than... Like... Come on. Pyke's top side, guys. You have to win that. 2v1. That's what I'm saying. Throughout the game, you'll kind of see things. Patterns, if you will. And so far, I've seen Kata is my most reliable teammate. So if we have the choice, we'll play towards her and very, very far away from my bot. It's a shame because Dragon's so ridiculously important right now. I don't know if Cassante can go through Yorick Cage. Guess we'll find out. Yep, he basically can. I want to finish my blue jungle. I'm not in a big hurry to back until I can afford Sterix. We're so close to being able to afford it as well. Kata gets the shutdown. She's on Dark Harvest as well, so she has decent scaling. Pyke squishy, Ashe squishy, Ahri squishy. Nocturne's going to get a bit tanky, and Cassante is a bit tanky as well. Our team's physical damage heavy. Me, Yorick, and... Zaya. I guess Volibear does have a lot of magic damage though on his passive and E. Still physical damage heavy for sure. Probably 70, 30. 70 physical, 30 magic resist. I gotta get out of here. Got my smite down. Drop a defensive E and we're out of there. Nocturne's low damage. He went Gore Drink. Certainly not a bad item on Nocturne. However, it doesn't really help him secure the kill. Generally, Nocturne will go for a... I think it's still a Stride Breaker for the slow. That way he can land his fear, thus staying on top of his target. Yeah, Gore Drink doesn't really make a lot of sense. Katarina R has Heal Cut as well, so... You might struggle to use that Gore Drinker effectively. Let's push this away from the enemy bush. Time for me to reset. I can pick up Sterix. I do have R. Every time your R is up, you want to find a dive. I absolutely do not trust my bot lane whatsoever. I don't really trust Yorick that much either. This game, you haven't really seen me do many dives, but games where you have a little bit higher trust in your teammates and how well they've been following up, you get to do it pretty much every time your R is up, and it's free. It's a damage, it's a slow, it's a gap closer, goes through enemy CC, and it turns off turrets for 3 seconds at level 1. Level 2 it's 4, level 3 it is 5 seconds. It's one of the best jungler ultimates in the game because of that. It's also one of the best laner Rs in the game. Just wish it was on a lower cooldown as well. Ashe is... I cannot really get away from Ashe. Oh, she's just dead. We're gonna Q in, drop the E, drop the R, get the stun W auto. And I am out of here. Get stun on Pyke. Pyke misses his stuff. Down goes Pyke. Oh, cool. He knocked me. Oh, Ahri's here as well. I just gotta run. Why is this guy so... How is he that fast, though, for real? He's actually just faster than I am. He gets the shutdown on me. At least we get a turret. Maybe York can find something topside so they don't get Dragon. Nocturne's dead, so most likely they will not take Dragon. It's a shame we died there. It's time to go for Zhonya's. Volibear is not a split pusher. He's a team fighter. The longer you can stay alive, the more abilities you can use. That's more stuns, more heals, more shields. Stuns, heals, and shields keep you alive. It's a staying alive feedback loop. We ability dump. Sterix keeps us alive. We ability dump. Zhonya's keeps us alive. We come out. We ability dump once again. Hopefully at that point all the enemies are dead. Obviously, if you're by yourself, that combination is pretty useless because they'll just wait for you to come out and kill you. But assuming you're positioned correctly with your teammates, that's where the oomph of this build really comes from. He's on the scuttle crab is what he's doing. I like how Ashe is so confidently walking at me, not knowing if my R is up and not knowing where my teammates are. That is fabulous. You'll love to see that. You can tell she's going to get herself killed later on in the game. She caught herself, though. She caught herself slipping, like, wait, what am I doing? And then she backed off. Have 150 AD. Sterix is giving 45, which is decent. A lot of AD items give 30 to 70, so 45 is kind of middle of the pack. 400 health, though, and a big shield. If I had a ward over that wall, I would have R'd for the Ashe. E, Q, R. I don't really know where the enemies are at. It's a bad situation. You may say, well, why am I here? It's fine. I have blue jungle item plus celerity. They can't catch me. I see one top, 2 mid. Like, who's going to kill me? If they don't come bot, they lose the game. York pushes really fast with his Q plus Maiden. They cannot base race. Oh, yeah. So York's just going to back off. They realize, wait a minute. They have Herald. There's nowhere. Yeah. All right. They're making a huge mistake. Yeah, that was such a big mistake, man. They're losing inhib now. Why do they think they can base race? I want to stop them from killing Herald here, so that's why I'm trying to make some space. They're losing everything. They lost so much there. We take Baron for free. Ahri's dead. We can literally just take Baron for free. She doesn't spawn in. We'll already have basically taken it. I can still get there in time. I'm fast. Because my teammates may not actually want it. I certainly do. Pyke is strong enough to kill her if he lands it. He misses, though. Everything. Saya did have to burn flash, though. Cannot see shit. Oh, he went for somebody else. I'm chasing the wrong person, then. Pyke gets away. My teammates overstay bot side. We already have the inhib here. There's literally zero reason to be bot side, and now we do not get Baron. Very unfortunate. Pyke was fishing for the kill to try to stop us from getting Baron in the first place, but turns out they didn't need it. My teammates were more than capable of just dying. Yeah, later, dudes. Why does Pike think he can do this? Alright. I'll have to ghost then. Got the bush to speed up as well. Almost killed the Pike. They converge heavily. We don't have any backup over here, so I guess they can have Baron for free. Why not? We don't have anybody over here. Ashe is low, though. So's the Pike. Apparently Nocturne used his smite on me or on somebody. That was pretty free. Down he goes. Could not kill Cassante. It's big for Kata. Ari's got one more R. I got bush speed up. The charm hits me. Ashe apparently based because she realized they were going to lose the game if she didn't. At the very least, they're going to lose that turret and a big chunk of Nexus. Could have done a better job of getting dragons this game. Your team doesn't really want dragons, though. There's only so much you can do about it, though. Oof, wasted Sterix. We don't necessarily need this turret. I don't want to fight for this. I just want Kata not to die and give them all that shutdown. Was Pike really chasing here? Kata ran a very weird way. She goes back in, is barely able to pick up the kill. She's probably going to die now, I'd assume. Nope. Guessed wrong. Well played to Kata. Not really worth, though, because whether we killed Pike there or not doesn't change the game at all. It doesn't influence the next objective, nor do we necessarily need a bigger gold lead to do what we need to do to finish the game. It's just a needless risk. Got Zhonya's now. I'd say we play for Sunfire, just more damage. You can certainly go for Dead Man's Force to Nature. They're very, very strong on Volibear, highly meta, but it's also stale. It's stale meta in the sense of it's safe, but it's not necessarily the best option. You can't go wrong with it, but at the same time, it's also not the most right. Hopefully that makes sense. Force Nature gives 0 damage, and Dead Man's gives essentially 0 damage. And once you're in combat, or if you're being permaslowed by an Ashe, you're essentially not fast anyways. Ashe slows the Great Equalizer. Nice. York splitting top. Ashe is kind of out of position here. Hey, Ashe. I'm gonna R on your head. How do you like that, baby? Lux gets the R. Ari is now out of juice. I'm gonna ghost for this. I get ghost extensions. I still have my Zhonya's as well. I could pop that if need be. Hey, friend. I'm gonna go ahead and Zhonya's. I don't feel like dying there. This was starting to get sketchy as Nocturne was landing the fear, and I was ignited. Goodbye, Pike. Zhonya's AP doesn't go to waste either, because once again, Volibear has AP scaling on its passive E and R. All the stats get value. And that is going to wrap up this game. We'll take a look at damage dealt, damage taken, and runes. We finished pre-30-minute mark, which is perfect, because you don't want to be playing Volibear when the enemy AD carry has 3 or more items. Looking at damage dealt to enemy champions, we had the most in the game on Volibear jungle with Sterix and Zhonya's. Feels good. For damage taken, we took the second most in the game behind Nocturne, because he was perma-face tanking, self-mitigated. We had the most in the game. That delta is huge, so if you count self-mitigated, we easily took the most damage in the game. And for runes, high value. All in all, Volibear jungle is definitely viable, definitely strong, has enormous power spikes. And at the same time, in the late game, he's one of the worst champions in the game. So you have to figure out how to make his early game work, really utilize those peaks in his gameplay to win. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is King6. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.